Hi again, Greg Hughes from 90 Second Website Builder. I'd like to explain some things about the software and how it works behind the scenes. 90 Second Website Builder is unique in how it manages your files. When you're working with a website project, something we call a WBS file or .wbs file, your entire website's actually stored pretty much in that one project, at least all of its pages are. In this project that I'm working on here, if we go over to the Site Manager, you can see that I have several pages and a folder or a subfolder with a page in it. Now, even though each of these pages will ultimately be separate files, because they have to be on the web, they aren't separate files while I'm in design mode, because 90 Second Website Builder keeps all of my website, no matter how many pages I'm working on, all inside one file called that WBS file, a project file. In addition to that, 90 Second Website Builder also stores assets or images inside a special folder called an assets folder. So every time you create a new project, and I created a project here and I called it .com Classroom. This WBS project that I called .com Classroom on my computer file system is a file called .com Classroom.wbs, and that's the project that 90 Second Website Builder works with. When I created this website project and called it .com Classroom, the software also created an assets folder for it automatically and called it .com Classroom. Let's go take a look at that. I'm going to look inside my computer's file system. So I'm in my Documents folder, and inside my Documents, there's a folder called 90 Second Website Builder. This was also put here by the software when we installed it. You would have a folder like this as well, and it's where you should be keeping your projects, inside the 90 Second Website Builder folder, which is inside your My Documents folder. Now, I have a bunch of them because I've been making a lot of websites with 90 Second Website Builder over the years. I'm going to scroll down to this one. The one that I'm working on right now is this one, as I mentioned, it's called .com Classroom, and as you can see, it's a WBS file. This is the project file that stores all of my pages. So even though you'll have an index page and a contact us page, those aren't separate files. They're all stored inside this project. However, they're going to become separate files when they get generated to the server when you publish. We'll talk about that in a second. Now, when I created this project and called it .com Classroom, the software automatically created a folder by the same name. That's up here. This folder, called an assets folder, I didn't do. The software did it automatically. And you really never need to go inside this folder, but I'm going to click inside to show you what it does. Inside this folder are all of the images that the software is storing for me, so that when I publish, it knows where to go get those image files so that it can create an images folder and put everything in the right spot. So basically, your entire project is being stored inside that WBS project plus the assets folder that the software made for it. So that's why it's important to keep your project files organized. Make sure you keep your WBS file inside that 90 Second Website Builder folder, which is inside your My Documents folder. And you don't have to think about file paths and where everything goes because the software is doing that for you. You can just work inside your project and create all the pages you want and drag and drop images and objects onto the page, and the software will take care of organizing everything in the background. Let's see what happens when the software publishes, because when the software publishes or uploads to the server, it's doing two things. Not only is it going to put the website on the internet or on your hosting account, but it's doing something else very complex in the background, and it just does it in a few seconds. It's actually generating a set of files. So this WBS project and the assets folder have to become an entire set of website files. HTML files, CSS files, JavaScript, image folders, all of the things that it takes to create a website the software is going to generate while it's publishing. Let me show you what that looks like. All we're going to do is click the Publish button. I'm going to go up here, and we're going to publish this website to the server. I'm going to publish the entire website. I'll publish all files. Click the Publish button. Now let's watch what happens. The log is telling us what it's doing. It's generating all of those files first. It happened very quickly. And now it's uploading all those files. But you'll notice it's uploading a number of files, not just those few pages that we showed in the Site Manager. It's also uploading some special scripts, some CSS files. I'm using Font Awesome objects on my page, so it's uploading those objects and storing them in the right spot. You can see it's putting images inside an images folder. All of this the software is knowing to do in the background. And so even though I just click publish and it happens in a few seconds, it's actually doing quite a lot of work while it's generating files and then putting them on the server for me. Okay, so now it's done. Let's go back up to the top of this log and look and see. It actually just worked with 47 different files. Even though I may only have 5 or 6 pages in my website, it takes a lot of files to make those pages work because of the images and the scripts and all of that, and the software knew not only how to generate those files, but where to put them on the server. That's what makes it so easy. In fact, if we go look at my server, in my site manager, I only had a few pages. But if we go look at the server and see what the software put on the server, it's a little bit different. So let's go back to publish, and you can explore your server if you want to. I'm just going to edit this location, click on the explore button, and we're actually going onto the server where my website is. It's inside the public HTML folder like it should be. And you'll see there's a bunch of folders, but there's also all of these files that you may not even know what they are, and you don't need to because the software is doing that. So because I have a carousel on my website, that takes special files for the carousel to work, not just the images and the page that it's on, but even special JavaScripts. And the software is taking care of all of that by putting these files in the right spot. So all of that to say, most of this you may not need to know, except that it is kind of good to have an understanding that you are just keeping track of your file, your WBS project file, which is all of your pages. The software is keeping track of all of your assets, all of your special scripts in the background. That makes it really easy for you because you don't have to think about all that technical stuff. Just create your project, add pages, drag and drop objects, and the software will take care of everything when you publish. Whether you publish to the server online or whether you publish to a local folder, the software knows how to generate all the necessary files to make your WBS project into a bona fide website. And that's kind of behind the scenes of how it works in 90 Second Website Builder.